Hello guys, how's it going? Good morning. Oh, sorry, it's afternoon again. Good afternoon to you guys. How is it going? Yesterday we spoke about fetishes and how people have different inclinations towards, their various sexual desires. Some people want to be choked like Ma, and some people just want to be pampered and rubbed like babies. It is fine. Whatever you want is fine, as long as you find yourself with someone who can satisfy those urges, or else you will find yourself in a world where you have a partner, but you are still searching for someone that will satisfy you. And that is, how cheating starts sometimes. So, be careful. But today I want to take us a little bit away from the world of sex, and I really want to talk to you. I want to talk about how life changes. People change. Life changes. Someone who loved you yesterday could today treat you like you are the trash of the earth. Someone who hated you yesterday could become your new best friend. This happens all the time because nothing in life, nothing about humans is set in stone except life and death. Anything in between those is, in fact, life is not even set in stone because death would take that away. So death is the only thing set in stone, that once a person is dead, that person is no more. Their life is no more. Their capability, their potential, all of that is no more. The opportunity to change, the opportunity to be better, all of that is gone once you are dead. The issue with us depressed people is we are in this dark place, in this demonic vacuum that sucks all the joy, all the hope, all the peace, all the desire out of us, and leaves us in a very life is pointless, and if we don't die we will only continue to suffer place that we fight every day to break out of. But the pain is too much. The fact that we have people around us who don't understand what we are going through, people around us who are supposed to love us, but they don't seem to want to see into our darkness. They don't want to see into our pain. They don't want to understand that this thing in our soul is driving us mad. It's putting us in a place where we can't even function. I have terrible social anxiety as well as depression. And I have this huge feeling in my chest that if anyone ever saw the me that I have come to know and love over the years, that they would not appreciate me, so they don't deserve me. Depression is a very dark place to be. So today I want to talk to you about how life can change. Life will not change if you don't get up and make it change. I'm honest. If life hits you down and you roll over every time like a fucking yellow belly, life will keep treating you like a fucking yellow belly and still crush you. The giants of the world will crush you. The people that you love will hurt you. They will break you. They will destroy you as long as you continue to give them that power. So you need to take your power back. Take your power back from this world. Take your power back from society. Take your power back from depression and decide that you want to change. Enact the change that you want to see in life. I know we feel like we are incapable. We are powerless. We are all consumed by this demon that keeps eating at our soul. But I can assure you this, yeah? If you get up and say, yeah, eat me, I'm going to embrace you. You want to be a monster? Let's be monsters. You want to become the fucking Joker? You want to become a supervillain? Do that. Do you know what? Because you fucking can. You can make this world crumble to its knees with the power that's inside you. Look at the Dangotes and the Bill Gates of the world. They all started from somewhere that we started from. They were all broke-ass motherfuckers. Maybe not Dangote, but Bill Gates was a broke-ass motherfucker. And all of a sudden, boom, one of the biggest billionaires in the world. We can make this life whatever we want to. We don't have to keep suffering. Look, I grew up thinking that I was disgusting. At the age of 11, 12, this stretch marks appeared all over my body, and I thought I was repulsive. My mother always told me that I should cover my body because I am disgusting, that nobody could ever love me, nobody will ever want me, all that kind of stuff. So imagine me as a child, I'm growing up with that mentality in my mind. I'm going to school and I'm still being bullied by strange girls, by people who are not even, I'm sorry to hate on my secondary school mates, but let's be honest, yeah? But then I allowed myself to be bullied. I allowed myself to be put in because why couldn't I have been the bully instead? Do you understand? Like, why was I not strong enough to have been that person? I mean, I'm not saying I have to be the negative, but I have the power in me to be both the negative and the positive. I can decide that I want this world to suffer for all they have done to me. Or I can decide that, okay, I'm going to forgive this world and I'm going to make my life sweet in spite of all the darkness that has come into me. So, I grew up thinking that no one could ever love me, no one would ever want me, no one would ever, appreciate me. And so it affected a lot of relationships growing up, especially living with that kind of mentality. I always felt like I had to be in an inferior position, that everyone would always, pick anyone above me. And do you understand that because that was what was in my mind, that was what was in my reality. And I never ever felt loved, and I've never ever felt wanted. And then I grew up and I said, you know what, fuck it. What am I enjoying being, self-conscious for? What am I enjoying being that way for? So I put on a little bit of confidence. I put on a little bit of whatever the makeup, took a few hot pictures. And yes, there is a community of people who are fucking idiots, who will obviously always project their own insecurities on my body because they're like, oh, how can this girl have stretch marks and still be so fucking confident in herself? But fuck, you know what I did? I do. And then I find that there is a whole community of people who just fucking worship stretch marks. There's this community of people who just like, oh, it's the most beautiful thing. You look so beautiful. Oh, I want to lick it. Oh, I want to be. And it's like something I never thought was possible. And that's because I only let the people of the negative get to me, and I never ever paid attention to the positive. Do you see how life has changed now? Because I am no longer giving attention. I'm no longer giving my time of day to them motherfuckers who are trying to hurt me. I'm no longer giving the energy to any motherfucker who is trying to put me in a position that I do not think that I need to be. Life is so hard, but life is so simple. You know what? I sound fucking crazy right now. Like, oh, how do I think that life is that easy, that I just get up and do something and it changes? Well, you know what? How about you try it? We've tried wallowing in depression. We've tried attempting suicide. How about we say, okay, we put suicide at the back of our list. So at the very bottom of our list. And then we try absolutely anything else. Suicide, murder, and then, everything else. So try and kill someone else first before thinking of killing yourself. Because what the fuck? You are supposed to be the most important thing to yourself. Don't let anyone make you feel like you have to be reprimanded to a life of suffering and sorrow. Because, see, I lived in this mentality for so long that I became a true monster. I was abused for so long, I became an abuser. I was put down for so much that I started to put people down because that's where people always wanted me to be. But you know the fuck what? I am sick and tired of so many people committing suicide because they are forced to live in a life that they don't want. So I'm here to tell you that life fucking changes. And you have the power in you to make it whatever the fuck you want to. Are your parents the one putting you in a position of pain and sorrow? Dude, Find a way and leave those people. Are they controlling your life? Leave them. Are you with a girlfriend like me that is fucking lunatic and will hurt you? Leave me. Do you understand? Leave those people that bring pain into your life. Don't get me wrong. Some things can be fixed. Some relationships can be salvaged. When you take your power and people recognize who you are and they recognize that you are on your own, you're standing gallantly on your own. They will change. You will change the situations. It will be more about you than it is about them. You just have to take your fucking power. Know yourself. See, deal those drugs. Do that Yahoo. Do whatever the fuck you want. Take your power. I am in no way encouraging anyone to break the law or, do anything wrong that would affect society negatively. But understand that you have the power to. And those of us that do not is because we've made the choice not to. Don't need to be sad. Don't need to be depressed. Because once you take your power, that love you are searching for will recognize you. Will recognize that you are ready for it and it will come into your life. I promise you. Just take your power.